Hello, and welcome back to another video. This week is going to be about thrifting. One of my favorite things in the world. Okay, I'll try to be brief about this because I could go on forever, but nobody wants to hear that. To sum it up, New Zealand has three main ways I feel of getting really good stuff. They have op shops, which are thrift stores. It's op for opportunity shops. But it's actually really cool here because their op shops are through charity groups. So if you go and shop at Salvation Army or SCPA, is that what it is? The Animal Charity Foundation. When you buy the stuff from there, a large portion of that money goes to that organization. They even have some community shops that the money then goes straight to the community. So it actually makes you feel like you're doing good things with your money instead of like giving it to the CEO of Goodwill. That's how it always feels in America. And then the other two ways I have found that I love getting stuff is from Facebook Marketplace and Trademe. So the two online websites. Trademe is kind of like Craigslist in the US. So people just go on and they list their stuff that they have that they want to sell. And then it's also like eBay in the sense that a lot of times they put it up for bid. I actually don't love that about Trademe because a lot of times I want something, and they do sometimes put it up with a buy now button, but a lot of times they put it up like $200 extra because their philosophy is if you want it that bad, then you'll pay the extra price, I guess. We've gotten some really, really good things from Trademe. We got our kitchen table, we got our beautiful fridge and our washer from Trademe, and some other stuff like our rug. You don't need toys, do you? Really nice things. It's insane how big a difference having a fridge and a kitchen table makes in your life. So I was super happy to get those items. The day that we got our fridge was probably my favorite day. Because when you don't have a fridge, you realize how sucky life is. I don't know. I just really like making food and eating food and having food on hand. So until we had that, it was a little rough when we first moved in. Yeah, our fridge and our washer we got from Trademe, and then from Facebook Marketplace. Oh, I'm always scrolling on Facebook Marketplace. We just got our couch from there. We also got our high chair from there. The third and final category, my favorite way to get things secondhand, is free from friends. Or just free from anywhere. Like I've gotten stuff from the side of the road that's still in perfect condition. They do that a lot here. They'll set it out on the berm, is what they call it, on the strip between the road and the sidewalk. And if it's out there, it's free. Another category that I forgot about is the antique world. Like, for example, this mirror we got for $15 at a flea market from an antique seller. I love it. It's gonna go on our wall soon as I figure out how to hang things up. Isn't it beautiful? Also with flea markets and some antique stores and stuff, apparently you can haggle. I did not know that. So she offered me that price and I was like, oh, that sounds like a great deal. And I bought it right up. Billy said after, I probably made her day because I didn't haggle. Anyways, okay, on to the fun stuff. These are all the little things that I've collected from the thrift stores. This is the collection of things that I've gotten from various sources, but all secondhand. Yeah, I've been searching for stuff over the last couple of weeks, but it is wonderful the things that you can find. Pretty much everything is from op shops. I don't even know what this is, but it was too cute to pass up. And then a couple items we got from antique stores. I'm so excited to hang it up. But yeah, and this chair is from an antique store. This rug is from a friend. The prayer plant cutting is also from a friend, as is this beautiful chair. And then the other place that we get a lot of stuff from, for example, this table, and then this rug over here, are from Trademe. I'm just so excited because all this stuff is so inexpensive compared to buying it all new. This rolling pin, I mean, it's a pricey $6. This keep cup that I found, $5. I just went to a regular store and this was like $32 there. And this was only $6. I'm gonna put my oats in it, I think. And these are $3. They had a whole stack of them, I only got one. And this beautiful basket, $3. I'm gonna hang it up on a wall, I think. So good. Also wanted to show all the other pots that I got from various op shops. This one's my favorite. I think they're called salt pigs. And yeah, we use it every day, several times a day, because it holds salt. And this one is my little indoor plant watering cup. And this, I don't know if I'll ever use it, but it is beautiful. I love it. It is so cute. And this one, I just love the coloring of it. Like, it's still got the sticker on, $7. And this one, and then my avocados. They make me so happy. Also found this cutting board at a op shop for like $5. So I found all of this stuff. This is like all thrifted, and I love it. This is my favorite place to look in the house, especially because it started out as such an eyesore. Like, it's a chimney that's boarded up. I need to find the perfect piece of furniture to put in front of the actual boarded up chimney. It's a really tricky depth, so I have to find something that fits into it perfectly because I don't want it to sit out too far. Everything on here is thrifted and I absolutely love it. We have this other piece of pottery, and then I found this little vase thing that I then went to a local flower shop and got these little bunny ears to put in. These are the plant cuttings that my friend gave me for free, and I love them. I hope they do well. I got this stack of books because it is the colors that I wanted to add to the room. They were like $1 each at Red Cross down the road, so I was like, why not? This plant is obviously not thrifted. I got it from a store. The pot too, just because I needed a pot like really fast, so we went out and bought one. The succulent is, again, bought from the store, but the planter is from the street. This plant, I mean, this is from a nursery, but the pot is actually from the street. One of the neighbors down the road put out a bunch of pots on the berm by the garbage can, so I snapped up as many as I could. Also not going to show you, but like all of our plates and silverware and everything like that is all from op shops. It's a very nice, cheap way of getting everything when you start with nothing. Well, it is the next day, and I, of course, popped into some op shops and found this throw pillow along with a beautiful rain jacket. And I got a swimsuit because I am taking my little boy to swim lessons. Look at this beauty. This is harder than it looks. Just wanted to share some top 3 tips for thrift shopping or op shopping. Number 1 is go with something in mind, because going to an op shop or thrift store for the first time or one of your first times, it's pretty overwhelming. There's so much stuff there. All of it kind of looks like garbage. If you go with something particular in mind, you know, like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna kind of glance at everything else and go to that specific section, and it just really helps a lot. So that's definitely a really big helper for new op shoppers. Number 2 is be prepared to dig a little bit. So their clothes, for example, you'll probably have to dig through some really interesting and unique articles of clothing before you find that little gem that is something that you add to your wardrobe and absolutely love and is really flattering and like a good brand. It's like treasure digging. You'll spend a lot of time looking at not so great stuff, but then when you do find gold, it is all worth it for that one item. Number 3 tip is give it time. So a lot of times you'll realize that you want or need something, but oftentimes you won't be able to go to an op shop and find it immediately. You have to go check it out. Oh, it's not there. And then go like the week after, and sometimes the week after. But then once you do find it, it is, again, just totally worth it. And the worst is when you want something, you go out and buy it new, and then you go to the op shop like the week after and then see exactly what you were looking for like $3 versus the $30 that you spent on the item. So just learn how to be patient and give it time. I love thrift shopping for a few reasons. Obviously, number 1, it is the cheapest way of getting things. I don't like spending money and I like having things. So yeah, it just makes a lot of sense to get things used. The other reason is because it's a lot better for the environment. you're not buying new, you're not creating a higher demand on things. Obviously, I'm not perfect. It's very hard and not worth your time to be perfect, but it's worth trying, you know. And then the third reason that I prefer going to op shops instead of buying new is that I think everything is a lot cuter. Because sure, you can go to Kmart or Target and get everything that they have there, and it'll look cute, and it will go together well. But pretty much everybody else is gonna have the exact same stuff, but nobody else is going to have this salt pig. We try to get a lot of Williams toys secondhand, especially because kids play with them, they grow out of them within a few months, and then they don't get used ever again. So I love finding a second home, our home, for a lot of those things. I don't buy clothes firsthand at all, like ever. I'll get under things new, but everything else is used or from friends secondhand or ways like that. Just because there are so many clothes out there, I don't need to go and create more demand for clothes when our store is just brimming to the seams with them. I thought I was gonna have so much to say about this subject. We did have to buy some stuff new. Like, now I wanted our whole house to be secondhand, but it's kind of not feasible, especially when you're starting from scratch and you just need stuff. Like, we needed a blanket, so I went out and bought a blanket, you know, and a garbage can. I searched and searched for a good garbage can that closed, and nope. After 3 weeks of not having one, you just go out and buy one, and that's okay. I've had to realize that. I have this like guilt complex in my head that if I buy something new, then I'm a terrible person. So don't let it go that far, but yeah, just try. I think just doing a little bit will make a big difference if everybody does it. So yeah, that's my whole spiel about secondhand thrifting. Anyways, I think that's all I have to say about this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.